3/4 of play and a close one here. It's the Celtics up 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter started. All right, let's take a look at
great decision and a perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this 4th quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Dwight Howard out there with Davis.
Knocks down the shot he takes.
SGA passes to Bryant. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. That one's good. And the assist to Bryant.
Well, that shot was made possible by the work Dwight Howard did.
Here's Pippen. Got it. Good job in the low post. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Boy, Pippen showing you some passing right there with that nice finish.
Graceful finish on the alley-oop.
Just a perfect pass and some pretty slick body control on the finish, too.
Man, that's butter.
He could have messed that up trying for a big slam. Nice work going to the layup.
James, a screen on SGA. Tries the spin move. Pippen outside. Yes, sir! Bank it in the layup.
From any spot on the floor, including in tight, Pippen can hurt you.
Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. Jokic against James. Oh, AD just showing off right here.
You know, that's one that'll stay with us for a while. I mean, Davis, one of those guys that can really electrify a crowd, no matter what building he's in.
Pippen outside. And stolen by Jokic. 4th quarter play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it now. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
He's got that clutch gene. It's in his DNA for sure.
Timeout called, Celtics. Check in with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what the Celtics head coach was saying to the team. He told the team he has complete faith in them, saying, we're right there. Now we just got to make that push and really take hold of the game. We can do that. To me, it looked like his players are on the same page with him. Guys, back to you.
Allie, thank you. Tatum fires. Another chance. Ooh, Howard with a block.
Nice timing by the big fella Howard. Outstanding. Being able to get that rejection.
Here's SGA. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter of this one. Here's the screen by Bryant. Now Jokic. 6 to shoot. Oh, he leaves no question.
There's not a lot you can do with the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game. Oh, that's a man on a mission right there.
One after the other, Kobe taking care of business.
LeBron, that misses. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside, SGA to take the lead. James outside. Celtics. For the win. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. We've got more hoops coming your way in just a minute. Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is out there with Nikola Jokic. Then there's Davis. Then it's Dwight Howard. And it's Bryant in at the 3. For 3. And he nails it.
Hey, it's simple. When Pippen is feeling it, keep getting him the ball.
Now here's SGA. Defended by Pippen. James against Jokic. Clock at 6. Lets it fly from 18. Can't get it to go.
I wouldn't count on him missing the mid-range shot again. That's a good look for him.
Now James. And he grabs the board and finishes it off.
Huge putback. This guy plays with so much energy.
I don't know anybody that goes after the boards harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Oh, money!
Easy to understand why they turn to Jokic in these situations. He has a knack for cashing in on big possessions.
James! Good on the first, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. And so he drops them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great job at the line, and it's now a 2-possession game.
And Ime Udoka has called timeout. He wants to make sure everyone is aligned, given the situation right now. Jokic against James. Connect!
Jokic showing you the benefits of that work in the weight room, muscling right through the defender. Important moment, a lot at stake, able to keep his composure and deliver. Love it.
Expect them to take their time this trip down.
Yeah, B.A., the clock is theirs to burn.
Well, they're having major trouble dealing with LeBron.
Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
5-second differential between the shot clock and game clock.
You know, he's been in these tight spots before. Howard loves being the one to make the right decision in the clutch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
And you know what? Who knows? He misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making.
And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. There is a lot on the line, and he is determined to make sure everyone's on the same page. Any speculation on what we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Either way, they got to score the ball.
Fires the 3. SGA fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
So we see Boston get the win here. It was touch and go there for a while, but in overtime,
And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. And the starting group for the Spurs. They've got Victor Wembanyama. Garnett is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Tracy McGrady, and it's Olajuwon in at the center. So it's the Spurs now. Paul George unable to get his shot to go. Leonard the pass to McGrady for three. Abdul-Jabbar grabs the miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
McGrady against Giannis. Durant. Olajuwon with the rebound. Here's San Antonio. Pass to McGrady. Back to Wembanyama. Garnett outside. Olajuwon, no good. And so Giannis will bring it up for Chicago. Jordan dishes to Antetokounmpo. Here is Durant. 5 to shoot. From 17 feet out. Buries the jump shot.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when he's hovering around that mid-range.
Count that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Jordan. Olajuwon with the block.
Without a doubt, one of the most versatile shot blockers in the game. Olajuwon does it in the painted area as well as along the perimeter.
Here's McGrady. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. And George kicks to Durant. And it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Durant. .152 left to play in the first. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks so much. I spoke with the Bulls head coach for a bit. He talked about how difficult it is to match up against Victor Wembanyama. Coach said the biggest concern is Wemby's defense. His rim protection is game-changing. But he told me that it doesn't mean settling for outside shots. It means ball movement and spacing the floor will be key. Back to you, Kevin.
And Allie, thanks so much. Now, here's Antetokounmpo following the shot by Tracy McGrady. Leonard against Jordan. 4 on the clock. And that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
And just look at the grace, the agility, versatility that Jabbar brings to the center position. Can beat you in so many ways.
And the rejection by Wembanyama. Outside, KD. Giannis passes to George. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Jordan. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A flat-out bulldog in the paint. Great job to follow his own shot there and get the basket.
Garnett against Antetokounmpo. Garnett dishes to McGrady. Back to Garnett to the inside. And the by Giannis. McGrady against Durant. Down low, Kevin Garnett with the steal. And so the first quarter is in the books. In Chicago, up by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Bulls?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting team.
On the court for San Antonio here in the second. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Garnett. Then it's Victor Wembanyama. Then it's Olajuwon, and it's McGrady in at the 2 spot. first free throw is good.
And that passion that Garnett plays with is really infectious. He's always talking and trying to get himself and his guys going.
And he makes both free throws. Here's Antetokounmpo. Still yet to score. Jordan a screen on McGrady. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Wembanyama with it. Defended by Durant. Tipped away. And stolen by Jordan. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Garnett outside. And another turnover here by San Antonio. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside, Jordan. Pass to George. Abdul-Jabbar the screen. Now here's Durant. Guarded by Garnett. Just 5 to shoot. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Leonard on the wing. Defended by George. Back to Leonard. Good. And it's McGrady who picks up the assist. Leonard's got his first 2 points.
And one thing that makes Leonard's shot so effective is the backspin. Gives him that magic touch.
And now the first timeout called here for the Bulls. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Jordan finds Durant. Olajuwon with the block. McGrady passes to Wembanyama. McGrady a screen on Katie. Outside Leonard. Paul George with the steal. Goes up. Oh, and he jams it right over Kawhi Leonard.
And putting his explosive athleticism on full display there. George is capable of some highlight reel dunks.
Now here is McGrady. No scoring in this one. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Chicago leading. Left side, KD. Jordan outside. Pass to Giannis. Jordan a screen on McGrady. 4 on the shot clock. No good from Jordan.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
Garnett outside. Now here's Leonard. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Leonard's got it all tied up now for San Antonio. Jordan with the screen on McGrady. And stolen by Wembanyama. In transition, here come the Spurs. McGrady against Jordan. McGrady outside. 6 on the shot clock. And it's Leonard missing. 6-second difference between shot and game plan. Outside Durant. Pass to George. Abdul-Jabbar. A screen on McGrady. They get it again. A smooth play inside by Abdul-Jabbar.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Leonard looking over the floor. Wembanyama, a screen on George.
Just tremendous defense right there. Applying the pressure.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Bulls lead by 2. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. One guy who's been getting it done is Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
That's certainly what I'd do. Until the defense shows they can stop him, ride the hot hand.
Durant is out there with Abdul-Jabbar. Then it's George. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Jordan in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. McGrady sets a screen for Wembanyama. Sinks the triple. Wembanyama's got the lead up to 1 now for San Antonio. Outside, KD. Goes up from the top of the key. That's good for George on the assist from KD. George has got his second bucket of the game to go. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. Victor Wembanyama is trying to gain strength, but he said it's important not to lose your mobility. So bulking up is not a good word. It's more being stable. That's the way to keep going. I don't need to bulk up. I need to get my core stronger. I need to get solid. Guys?
That approach makes sense. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Now, here's George, following the shot by Tracy McGrady. And here's Leonard from 3. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. Abdul-Jabbar's got 6 rebounds in the game. Michael Jordan on the wing. Jordan punishing them inside.
And not much else you can do. I mean, defensively, you try to make it hard on Jordan without fouling, but he's just too dialed in.
Here's McGrady. And it's off from three-point range. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Pass to McGrady. Launches it. It's all in by the Bulls. Abdul-Jabbar's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Olajuwon against Durant. Durant going to work inside.
Anytime KD gets that look, it's a great possession for this team.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Back to McGrady. They could use a bucket. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. McGrady's got his first points in this one. The Bulls leading by 3. And the Bulls call timeout here.
Well, it's a player's lead, but certainly coaching has its place.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
There's 57 seconds left to play here in the third. Outside, George. KD against Garnett. Here's Durant. Rebounded by the Spurs.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Now here's Garnett. Pass to McGrady. Wide open. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Now just a 1-point Bulls lead.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
George looking over the floor. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. Over McGrady. And Giannis with the basket on the assist by George. And the Bulls lead by 3. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Bulls out front. They lead by 3. And when we return, we'll get the fourth quarter rolling right here on 2K Sports. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Yeah, and if you have both guards dishing like that and putting up points, wow, a coach's dream.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. On the floor for San Antonio, starting the fourth quarter, Garnett is out there with Kawhi Leonard. Then it's Olajuwon. Then it's Tracy McGrady. And it's Wembanyama in at the point guard position. Jordan down low. Wembanyama on him. Pocket 6. Rebound San Antonio. Garnett's got 4 rebounds in this game. Wembanyama outside. McGrady a screen on George. And here is McGrady to take the lead. Got it to go.
He's got all the shots. McGrady makes the mid-range look easy.
The Bulls call timeout.
Start it.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bulls said to the team. Coach challenging the team to play faster. He emphasized the main focus is that first pass off a turnover or a rebound. Make it quicker to get the ball out and into transition. Let's see if those words actually work.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. The Spurs with the lead. Releases from 15. Durant with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Jordan against Leonard. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Wembanyama against Jordan. Just 5 on the clock. Wembanyama with the block.
What a swat. As Wembanyama refines his defense, more and more shots are going to be in danger.
Leonard against George. Leonard inside. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
Sometimes the action speeds up on you a little too much. Two teammates not on the same wavelength there.
Chicago trailing here. 1:30 left in the fourth quarter. Now on to Kumbo. Here's George. 6 to shoot. Now Jordan lets loose a 3. Cleared away by Leonard.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
It misses. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Guys are not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this whole spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense. Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Timeout Spurs. So I'm looking at the clock, and guys, the situation. What do you think we're going to see next?
This is where great coaching can pay dividends.
Well, they'll likely only get one shot at this. They need to make it count.
Leonard inside, defended by George. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that's an intentional foul.
Tracy McGrady. First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for Chicago.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Well, talk about poise under pressure. Buries all of his free throws, and now up 3. They've got to play smart.
Now Wembanyama. Leonard fires, and the 3 misses. And they foul intentionally. That's what they have to do at this point.
Tracy McGrady. Second personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it mattered the most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, Alan LaForce, and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us here tonight. So long.
So Sacramento will get the first possession here. Looking at the starting five for the Boston Celtics. We've got LeBron James. And it's Yao in at the center, locking down the middle. Here's Mutombo. Pass to Curry. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls.
Look at how solid Curry's motion is. Almost like he could have done that blindfolded.
James outside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, I mean, he's a very good shooter, but from that distance, his percentages go down.
Here's Mutombo. Thompson with it. Now Pippen defending. It's stolen by James. Tatum passes to Chamberlain. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Thompson outside. James with a steal for the finish. And it's James with the jam.
You love how LeBron sticks with the play, supporting the fast break and ensuring they convert.
Pass to Mutombo. Now here's Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Rebound Boston.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay from that range.
Here's Pippen. James outside. The three-pointer off the mark. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I had a chance to catch up with Sacramento's head coach. We talked about his approach in guarding Jason Tatum. He said, we want to crowd Tatum right from the jump and prevent him from getting into an early rhythm, especially from deep. Because when his three-point shot is falling, it opens up the rest of his game. Guys, back to you.
Okay, good stuff. Thank you, Allie.
Checking in for the Celtics, number 14.
There's a minute 47 left to play in the first quarter. Pass to O'Neal, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
What a two-way play. Just tremendous.
Yeah, the steal was slick. The slam topped it off.
What a great sequence. You gotta love the effort. That's big time.
Now here's Tatum. Here's Yao. He's covered by O'Neal. Pass to Kuzi. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's the pick. There's Tatum with the 3. Gets a hand on it. Great positioning on the putback.
So Sacramento will get the first possession. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Chamberlain is out there with James. Then there's Jason Tatum. Then it's Pippen. And it's Yao in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now here's Shaq. Shot clock at 6. Curry with the bucket.
And how about O'Neal zipping passes over to his guys, using that height to find open teammates.
Pass to Chamberlain. Tatum on the wing. Back to Chamberlain. And it's sent back by Mutombo.
And the ferocity on display defensively here from Mutombo. Just an incredible shot blocker.
Shot clock at 3. And here's Tatum for 3. Sacramento grabs the miss. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the head coach for Sacramento gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. I asked him if there's anything in particular they can do to keep Tatum's production at bay. He mentioned, well, the playmaking ability is what hits you first. His skill is something we're going to have to slow down, and we feel we have a good plan defensively to do so. A plan is a good start. We'll see if they're able to execute it. Guys?
And as always, Allie, great job. Thank you.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Now here's James. Pass to Chamberlain. Tatum on the wing. Back to Chamberlain. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Will off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
Here's Mutombo. Pass to Thompson. Beyond the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
James dishes to Chamberlain. And here's Pippen, guarded by Curry. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, it's not easy trying to keep Yao Ming off the glass. Just wreaking havoc with his activity on the offensive board.
Now here's Curry. Pass to Thompson. Back to Curry. Three-pointer. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
And now the first timeout called here for Boston. Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Pass to Chamberlain. This ball moved by Boston. Here's LeBron. And yep, that's going to be a flagrant foul. Unnecessary contact.
And Kevin, I got to tell you, he's probably fortunate to just get a flagrant 1 there. I mean, so much contact. The officials easily could have gone even harder on it.
Greg, I agree. He'd better be on his best behavior from now on. One more flagrant of any variety, and he's out of here.
And when you think of LeBron, his competitive spirit is, to me, the first thing that comes to mind. All this guy wants to do is win all the time.
Artest the pass to Curry. A floater, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
This just demonstrates how fearless Curry is. Look, he knows how to get inside and draw plenty of fouls.
And both free throws good for Curry.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line. Pass
to Chamberlain. Here's Tatum. Picked by Yao. Outside Tatum. Lock at 6. Artest against James. It's rebounded by O'Neal.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Outside Curry from deep three-point territory. And so it's Sacramento with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They have made it very tough to get a shot off against them. Their defense has been stifling. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And looking at what we've seen from Sacramento so far, guys, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
They're playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Shaquille O'Neal is out there with Mutombo. Then it's Artest. Then it's Thompson. And it's Curry in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. And here's Thompson after LeBron James hitting the 3. Curry against Pippen. Curry kicks to Artest. Off target from outside. Celtics trail by 3. And here's Pippen. Nothing on the board. LeBron James attacking. Offensive rebound. Chamberlain with the basket.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Now here's Curry. 7 points in the game. Thompson the bounce pass. Curry's shot is off. Curry's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Kevin, back to you.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. Now, Mutombo. Scottie Pippen missing from long range. Thompson for 3. Good! Thompson makes it look so easy.
And talk about playing to your strengths. Getting Thompson to look from the corner, that's as bankable as almost any play you can call.
Then for 3. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Pippen's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Mutombo in the high post. Here's Thompson. He can't get that one to fall. Good work defensively by Yao. James outside. Pass to Pippen. James in the post. Covered by Artest. And that one drops for him.
Powerful move by LeBron inside, not letting anything stop him from getting his shot.
Outside Pippen. LeBron outside from past the arc. Sacramento grabs the miss. Curry on the wing. Guarded by Pippen. Curry can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. In the second quarter, they've given up just 3 points. 32 seconds left here in the second. Pass to LeBron. Point-blank range. Too easy for LeBron.
I know what they say. Defense wins championships, but you need some bucket getters too now.
Curry deciding where to go with it. O'Neal is screen on Pippen. Here's Curry with the 3. O'Neal with the putback.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Celtics up 1. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You look at James, what a contribution.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
On the floor for Boston, we've got Chamberlain. Tatum out there with Pippen. Then there's Yao. And it's James in at the 3 slot. Outside Curry. Pass to Mutombo. Now Thompson jacks up a 3. Rebound by Pippen. Now Chamberlain. LeBron outside. Pippen feeling it out a bit. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by the Kings. O'Neal's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Artest from deep. Rebound by Yao. The Celtics with the lead. Now Pippen. LeBron outside. It's good from about 19 feet. LeBron's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Celtics. Pippen against Curry. Pass to Mutombo. Now, here is O'Neal. On the wing, Thompson. Guarded by Tatum. That one goes. Count it. Thompson's got 8 points.
And you can tell that Klay trusts his guys. He calls a play, and they just go to the right spots.
Chamberlain dishes to Pippen. Shoots over Curry. Here's Chamberlain. Mutombo with some nice D.
And give the defense credit. He was met at the rim.
Thompson. Thompson explodes through the defense.
Nice move, finding the rim. Thompson in for the dunk.
LeBron outside. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
Had enough room to finish, and that's what he'll usually make.
Thompson from long range. Again, the miss by Thompson. Tatum passes to James. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. He's got 13.
Now look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this. And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
Pippen finds James. James with another miss. The Kings leading. There's 38 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Curry. Pulls it up. And the Kings check on 2 more.
When Curry gets a look that's good, he is automatic. There is almost no stopping him.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Kept alive. A nice shot by Yao.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Curry. Here's Artest. On the 3 off target. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Kings lead by 2. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get started for the fourth quarter. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a 6th sense.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. They've got Klay Thompson. Mutombo is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then there's Artest, and it's Curry in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. LeBron against Artest. 6 on the shot clock. Back to O'Neal. And stolen by James.
And that's one of those tough areas to feed the basketball at times.
He is just a bad man when he starts to drive. Once he gets that shoulder by the defender, look, it's over.
Curry passes to Mutombo. Now Thompson. The tray. The rebound by Pippen.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Pass to Chamberlain. LeBron James on the wing, covered by Artest. Fires the three. That one is off. Pippen's gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Now Thompson. Here's Curry on deep. Rebounded by Tatum. Curry with the steal. Artest with the ball. He's picked up by James, and that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. That one drops.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Tatum against Thompson. That doesn't go. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Kings leading. Now Curry. Mutombo with the ball. Pippen against Curry. The floater. Wow, magical moves inside from Steph Curry.
And with a limitless jump shot, the elusive ball handling skills, Curry can get a bucket pretty much whenever he wants. And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Flushing it on a much taller defender. That is just filthy.
The Celtics call time. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Hey, guys, the head coach for the Celtics had some instruction for his guys during the break. Coach delivering an inspiring message to his team saying, quote, hey, we can win this game. Believe in yourselves. Battle to the end. Honestly, guys, even I was a bit pumped up after hearing this one.
All right, Allie, thanks. Fourth quarter of play. We're about 2.5 minutes through it right now. LeBron against Artest. James in the post. Lays it in off the window.
And when you need points, Yao is a great option. He just goes on the attack.
Curry against Pippen. Mutombo is screen on Pippen. Curry. The three is off. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. So far in the fourth quarter, they've allowed just 6 points to take the lead. O'Neal there for the rebound.
Sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing. On that possession, they were all over him on the perimeter. Big time from Clay. Doesn't get phased when he has the opportunity.
Tatum outside. Got it.
And that's what you want to see. Good fundamental sound basketball with the bounce pass.
The shot and game clock separated by 4. Now here's Curry. Pocket 4. Launches it. O'Neal. Not going to go. The Celtics call time. Thoughts on what coach wants to do here?
Let's face it, really difficult to find an open three in this situation. Look, there's no secret. It's the only shot that'll save him. So the D is all over the perimeter, guarding that three-point line. And it's all about the three right here.
We'll see what they draw up. Three-pointer is...
And really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You got to love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's going to happen. How is this thing going to play out?
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks so much for joining us on this presentation from 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, Klay Thompson.
Chicago starts out with the ball here. And the starting group for Chicago. They've got Kevin Durant, Paul George out there with Giannis Antetokounmpo. And it's Jordan in at the 3, the small forward. And he gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Now here's Thompson. Back to Curry. Takes a 3. Knocks it down from distance.
You cannot give Curry an inch. This guy is relentless when he's behind the arc.
Jordan against Thompson. Jordan misses. And here's Thompson. He'll bring it up for the Kings. Outside Curry. Back to Thompson. Pass to Curry. Wing shot on the way. Abdul-Jabbar with a rebound.
Boy, taking what's there. Very good shot selection, just not the result you hope for.
Antetokounmpo looking it over. Now Jordan lets it go. Here's Abdul-Jabbar. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
Here's Mutombo. Pass to Curry. And he wills that one in, sinking it right through the back of the iron. Curry's got 5 points.
Boy, how fast is Stephen Curry's release on the catch. Wow.
And there's Durant. That one's good. On the assist from Antetokounmpo.
A guy like this, with the skill set he's got, you can keep the defenders guessing.
Mutombo, the pass to Curry. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's George. And the jam by George.
Oh, Paul George, let him hear you with that finish. That is nicely done.
George against Thompson. 1:33 left in the first quarter. From the wing, Curry's shot is off.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
George finds Antetokounmpo. Back to George. Shot clock at 6. And can't get it to go. Now 1 of 2. And so Curry will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 1. Thompson outside. Curry, a screen on Jordan. And it's Thompson penetrating. And a nice finish on the layup.
Well, there's a certain level of poise there. There's also length and athleticism. Nice shot by Clay.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Jordan. They get it again. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And I'll tell you what, this is a guy who doesn't take a break at all on the boards.
Man, doing serious work. He likes being an anchor on the glass.
Well, but as defenders keep forgetting to box him out, he continues to just make them pay.
Antetokounmpo, the pass to Durant. And it's rejected. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. It's the Bulls up by 1. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And some good action in the books as we get back to a game that's been pretty close so far here. And from what we've seen from Chicago, what's your take so far?
It's all about the strong inside-out game in the first period. It really helped them get some clean looks down low.
It is great when you can get that established early, because to me it opens up every other aspect of your game.
They've got Stephen Curry. He's out there with Klay Thompson. And it's O'Neal in at the 5. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. Now here's Antetokounmpo. No points yet. Jordan with it. Shoots over Thompson. He hits it just before the shot clock expires. And so here's Sacramento. Outside Curry. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Boy, just tremendous effort on defense. That's a clear message from him. No easy buckets.
Curry passes to Thompson. Shot on the wing. Chicago with a rebound. Abdul-Jabbar's got 4 rebounds now. Inside, Durant. Oh, KD against contact inside.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
And they'll get another chance.
Wow, there's not a lot more you can do as a defender. Klay Thompson just breaking hearts out here.
Antetokounmpo outside. Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Thompson. Jordan misses.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Now Thompson, guarded by Durant. Down low. Here's O'Neal. Got a piece of it. Now here's Antetokounmpo. Not a lot of room. Durant against Thompson. 6 on the shot clock. Durant, pass to George. Chicago needs to get off a shot here. Jordan misses.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And his Curry for 3. The basket's good. Off the assist from Thompson. Thompson's got 3 assists now in this one. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
And now the first timeout called here for Chicago. Antetokounmpo, the pass to George. Inside, here's Jordan. Thompson with the block.
Klay Thompson is elite on the defensive end. He's got length, smarts, quickness, you name it.
35 seconds left in the first half. And here's Curry for 3. And another Sacramento 3.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense.
And he is highly accurate tonight.
The reverse slam, that was sweet.
Ah, the finesse on full display. Jordan against Curry. From deep three-point land. That shot off the mark. Stephen Curry getting it done for Sacramento. He's found his range, hitting 3 triples in the quarter. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
14.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Stephen Curry having a dominant impact in this game.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
And for Chicago, let's take a look. We've got George, also Giannis Antetokounmpo out there, and it's Durant in at the power forward position. From deep, Jordan, that's good. And now he's 5 for 11 in this one.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Here's Mutombo. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Curry, that's good.
It's very difficult to keep the ball out of Stephen Curry's hands because of all his movement. He can shoot from anywhere, and right now the defense has no answer.
Now here's George. Pass to Abdul-Jabbar. Outside Durant. Chicago passing it around. From deep, Jordan. Rebound by Sacramento.
Man, that's his shot. Maybe he was too wide open.
Curry finds Thompson. Here's Mutombo. George defending. Shot clock at 6. Pass to Curry. Launches it. And another Sacramento three.
I'll tell you, it is a thing of beauty watching Steph Curry shoot jumpers. An unbelievable feel and touch.
Time called here. The Bulls decide to talk it over. Man, it's been quite a game for Stephen Curry.
Too many open looks from three. Coach has got to be into them about their perimeter defense.
Pass to Durant. Jordan, the screen to the inside. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it.
Wow, an emphatic two-handed slam. The Kings lead by 7. There's a screen. Right side Curry. Ooh, it's stolen by Jordan. Here's George. O'Neal pulls it in. O'Neal's got his 6th rebound on the night. Second half of play here with just under 2.5 minutes passed. Pass to Curry. 5 to shoot. Lets it go from deep. And it's Chicago with a board. Durant. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jordan, the screen. Antetokounmpo finds Jordan. Over Thompson. Rebound by Sacramento. O'Neal's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And here is Thompson. Right side O'Neal. Here's Curry. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Curry's got 10 points in the quarter.
But you want to step him off the line, that's no problem. Steph, an efficient move into the mid-range jump shot.
Pass to Jordan. Shoots over Thompson. And again, Chicago, no good. Sacramento leading by 9. Knocks it loose. To the middle. Here's O'Neal. And down it goes. 2 points. O'Neal's gotten his 2nd bucket of the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly and capitalizing.
Thompson passes to Curry. Fires from deep. And that's not going to go. And as we end the 3rd quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Kings ahead. They lead by 11. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And Under 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. Thompson out there with Stephen Curry. And it's Mutombo in at the 4-man position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And so here is Chicago. 11-point game. Here's George. Mutombo with the rebound. Mutombo has got his 5th rebound in this one. On the wing, Thompson. And Giannis Antetokounmpo picks up that foul. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
George against Thompson. Shot clock at 5. Off the mark there with a 3. Bulls trail by 11. Durant with it. O'Neal covers. Pass to George. Here's Antetokounmpo. The 3-ball. What a make! Giannis for 3.
And some fans wince when he takes them, but Giannis can and will hit the occasional 3-point shot.
Here's Mutombo. Antetokounmpo covering. Screen by O'Neal. Takes a 13-footer. The putback. How about the activity?
Those second chance buckets are major bonus points if you can get them.
Timeout, Bulls.
That's a good timeout. They just can't hit anything.
Sometimes it just feels like misses become contagious. He wants to settle his guys down right now.
Swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chicago's coach was going over with his team. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks. Here's Thompson. Chicago making their last shot. The crossover. Ooh, it doesn't go. The Kings lead by 8. Here's Curry. Let's loose for 3. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Chicago. A great 4th quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Tries it from 7. Oh, it doesn't go. On the wing, Curry. Antetokounmpo covering. Antetokounmpo with a rebound. The Bulls trail by 8. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Against contact. Giannis stays strong.
And Giannis has a ridiculous combination of size, skill, and athleticism.
With the step back. Ooh, Durant with a steal. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Floats one up, and there's the layup. Good.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Curry against Jordan. Shoots a 3. Cash from downtown.
I love the efficiency he's playing with tonight. Not scoring as much as usual, but he's been effective, and they're winning.
Outside Durant from deep. Here's Thompson. George with a steal. Ooh, and a fast break for Chicago. Takes a 3. Buries it from outside.
Paul George loves delivering when the game is on the line at his absolute best.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Second team foul.
And so they foul intentionally.
Michael Jordan. First personal foul. Third team. Shooting for Sacramento. Steph Curry. 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that puts him up 5. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
That's exactly how to close out a game. Take advantage of every opportunity.
Timeout, Bulls. Shot and game clock separated by foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Oh, the first of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. And no luck at the stripe this time. Second one won't fall.
First clean look they have. I mean, they've got to take it.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. Beyond the arc. The triple drop.
Kick to the outside. Heads up play. Cognizant of the entire floor.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
Shooting for Sacramento, Klay Thompson, taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
If it wasn't out of reach already, guys, those free throws turn the lights off.
Curry there for the rebound. And so it's Sacramento with the W. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Yeah, get the coffee, because that's the way to close. You're going to face some obstacles in the game, but they overcame every one.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and all of our crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for watching this 2K Sports presentation of the NBA. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Stephen Curry.